wine, and you might be thinking, do I really need to do all of that? While it's a bit extravagant, there is value. These steps will heighten the drinking experiences. There are 3 steps to get the most out of tasting a wine. Step 1 is see. Take a look at wine over a piece of white paper or napkin to get a feel for the color. There is more than just appreciating the beauty. By looking carefully at the wine, you can learn about its characteristics. The first thing you want to look for is clarity. Is there anything floating in the wine? Can you see through the wine? At times you will see crystals that look like sugar at the bottom of the glass. Those are tartaric acid and they're quite fine, they're not harmful. Wine crystallizes when it becomes very cold. On the other hand, cloudiness, which is due to growth of yeast or bacteria, indicates a fault in the wine. There are 3 steps to get the most out of tasting wine. Step 1 is see, and step 2 is now smell. Sniff the wine, swirl and sniff again. Notice the aromas. This will give you an idea of the wine's characteristics. There are aroma kits that can help you develop your ability to detect aromas. There's also an aroma wheel that can help you recall the typical aromas found in specific wine varieties. You can find the aroma wheel and other wine tools under the resource section of vinesplay.com. When smelling, you can also detect faults in a wine. Scents like vinegar or something musty or anything that's just unpleasant likely indicates that the wine has gone bad. Tasting wine. Step 1 is see. Step 2 is smell. And now we're going to look at step 3, which is to savor or taste. Finally, you take a sip of the wine. Draw it in with some air and allow the wine to travel around your tongue and touch all your taste buds. This will help to also release the aromas. When tasting, you're looking for a couple things. One is sweetness or dryness. Perception of sweetness starts at the tip of the tongue, so focus your attention there. Is it tingling? That's an indication of sweetness. A dry wine refers to the lack of sugar and not the sensation of dryness. Tannin is what gives you that sensation of dryness. Tannin is actually the result of added phenolic compounds from grape skins and seeds to the wine. A high tannin can feel similar to sucking on a tea bag, if you've ever done that. Bitter in the front of your mouth and along the side of your tongue. Tannin is the element in wine that dries your tongue out. While all of these descriptions may sound very negative, tannin adds balance, complexity, structure, and it makes a wine last longer. The next thing to look for is acidity. Acidity in food and drink is tart and it's zesty. Wines with high acidity feel light in weight because they come across almost as bubbly. You can detect acidity by the tingling sensation and focusing on the front of your mouth, and also when your mouth starts to water. Drinking a high acidity wine will have your mouth watering, almost like you bit into an apple. The next thing to assess is the body. The body is a snapshot of the overall impression of the wine. The alcohol level or the alcohol by volume adds body. The wine will have a high viscosity, which is easily seen in watching it, the beads of the wine along the glass. That's what they refer to as the legs. A high alcohol wine typically tastes fuller body than a light alcohol wine. Last, and my favorite, is the finish. How long does the wine taste last in your mouth? 5 seconds, 40 seconds. I like a wine with a bit of longevity, a wine that leaves an impression.